You know, whenever we face difficult times, I think we are reminded of the brevity and frailty of life, especially in times like these where maybe some of you daily you're looking at the news and finding out the death totals for coronavirus. You're checking and seeing what's happening in the world around us, and things seem to be getting worse. And we're reminded, especially in times like this, that life is short, and that everything, virtually everything, comes to an end, and nothing lasts forever. But I'm reminded in the midst of that there's one exception at least, and that exception in our experience is God's Word. Peter, in his epistle, writes in chapter 1, he's kind of quoting from the Old Testament really. He says, "All flesh is like grass, and all its glory like the flower of the grass. The grass withers and the flower fades, but the word of the Lord endures forever." There is at least one thing that is going to endure forever, and that is God's Word. And so we can take comfort in times like this. No matter what is happening around us, no matter what might frighten us, no matter what we might think about the way things are going in society right now, and when we see families struggling, we see jobs ending, we see people getting sick and dying, we see churches having to close doors, we see businesses closing up shop, they're not able to stay open, and we're reminded, man, stuff just doesn't last, but God's Word, thankfully, lasts forever, and we can take comfort in the fact that God and His Word are eternal. He's never going to let us down. He's never going to close up shop. He's never going to change. He's never going to quit loving us. He's never going to quit fulfilling the promises of His Word or upholding those. It's never going to become irrelevant or untrue. His Word truly does last forever. And so I would urge you right now, instead of focusing all of your time and attention on things that we know don't last, we know they don't stand the test of time. Nothing you put your faith in, the stock market, your job, even your family and the people you care about, none of them are going to be around forever. None of them are going to be able to support you and strengthen you and encourage you forever. At some point, that relationship or that thing is going to come to an end, but God's Word will never end. God's Word is going to hold fast. God's Word will always stand the test of time. God's Word will last forever. And so turn your focus right now today. Turn it into His Word. Fill your life with God's words. Read His Word. Memorize His Word. Sing His Word. Talk about His Word. Just saturate your life. Fill it up with God's Word, because His Word is the one thing in the midst of a world that may look like it's falling apart, in the midst of a world that is certainly full of things that come to an end. His Word will last forever.